But let's start with that big news that we heard yesterday. Bukayo Saka facing a lengthy layoff. How damaging is that for Arsenal?
Well, it's a huge blow for Arsenal. We know how good Saka has been over the years of breaking into the first team, and he doesn't miss many games. So this, for Arsenal and for him individually, it's going to be a big blow because it's new for him. And we've always looked around Arsenal. He's always been the player that has been on the team sheet. So hamstrings are never good the way Bukayo plays. He's quick. He's powerful. Everything's done at 100 miles an hour. So certainly with a hamstring, you have to rehab it right, take your time, and make sure you don't rush it, because I've been there and done that and come back too quick, and that just can't happen. But for Arsenal, I mean, this is a huge blow for him. I mean, he's been magnificent, as I've said, for Mikel Arteta, and real disappointment for him. And it's a massive blow for them in this title race.
Yeah, it certainly is. There's so many things you said there I want to pick up on. Let's start with the kind of in chronological order. What you said is he's so key for them. But what you also said was that he's been there all the time. He's been an ever-present. So that inevitably there'll be questions over whether he's been overused by Mikel Arteta. You can understand him constantly selecting him, but has this been a factor in this injury?
Maybe, but injuries can happen any time of day, anywhere. And unfortunately for him, when he's a sprinter, you tend to get that. I mean, the way he did it, when he crossed the ball, it looked like he struck it with his right foot and then just pulled up. And you thought, how's he going to be? He walked off, or not too bad. You can tend to feel something, but then when you see him on crutches and the way he was going down them steps, you look like it could be quite a while for him, unfortunately. But I've said he's key. Martinelli went onto the right-hand side. Trossard comes on the left. Obviously, Sterling now could get more game time with the amount of games you have. It's always been Saka who started. That has been one position where you go, he's going to start first player on the team sheet, along with the two centre-halves and the goalie. Everyone else, even the midfield, no Declan Rice, he came on and gets a goal at the weekend. But Bukayo has been such a key player for Arsenal, and they're going to have to try and manage without him. We see when big players aren't there at big football clubs, and your best players, we've seen teams struggle, and that is going to be the challenge for Arsenal now.
Right, I'm going to get you to do a bit of educated guessing, and me a bit of maths. Seeing as I was in Maths Set 6, this could prove interesting. Right. How many points do you think Saka is worth to Arsenal in a season?
Oh, my word. You've put me on the spot there, Rob. Well, you think how many assists he gets, how many goals he gets, everything comes through him down that right-hand side, even if it's an overlap from a right back. Odegaard finding him in behind. You look at the goals against West Ham, he's just a runner. So now I'm trying to buy some time and put some maths together, which, like you said, Rob, I was never good at maths either. So, I mean, he must be worth 20 points, surely. Maybe more than that. You think how many goals he's involved in, his set pieces that he takes, the in-swinging corners. So that was a round figure. Now you do the real maths, Rob.
OK. So if he's going to be out till March, that's about 10. That's about 10 games. That's what they were sort of guesstimating. So that's about 10 games. Let's do easy maths. That's about a quarter of the season, near enough. So this is going to cost them 5+ or more points for Arsenal, which at the moment they are 6 points behind Liverpool, who have a game in hand. So let's make that 11 with a game in hand, 14. See, the maths was easy, wasn't it? So that was a bit of... not fun, but that was a bit of guesstimating to ask the question, is this enough to rule them out of the title race?
Oh, I mean, well, when you put it like that, you could say it, but I still see Arsenal being right in the mix. And I was a million miles off that. I still don't. I think he's worth more than that if he is going to be out as till March. 5 points, I think he gives way more than that from the delivery, like I said, the goals, his assists. So forget the maths, just work on what I see on a pitch, and he's so influential. He's a top player. We've seen him for England. So Yeah, I mean, 6 points behind now. When you said 11, I mean, that is it. I saw Liverpool at the weekend. So, yeah, huge miss for him.